Hello and welcome to very rainy Gravesend, where I'm starting something that will take about 10 years to finish. I'm going to be riding every UK bus company, starting with this one, First Bus Stop, 1ST. It hasn't got the same spelling as a normal First Bus, like this is just 1ST, not FIRST. So I'm starting with numbers, then going to letters, because I just find it easier. So yeah, bus is due in about 10 minutes, so we'll do that and I'll rate it, and then when I say bus company, by the way, I mean every bus company. I think there's about 900 and something, which is why it's going to take so long. But yeah, I'm going to do it properly as well. Like, so for Stagecoach, I'm going to go on every brand of Stagecoach, like Stagecoach Midlands, Stagecoach London. So yeah, it will take a while, but I'll take my time with it and we'll just see how it goes. This bus, by the way, does go all the way to New Ash Green, but we're only going to ride it to Longfield because train times. There it is. This is the inside, these are the seats. The seats are quite uncomfortable, considering that it's like an hour-long journey if going the whole way-ish. Yeah, there's no charging, there's no plugs, no none of that. So it's kind of just a get me there bus, I'd call it. Yeah. It's not really like a nice experience, if you get what I mean. But yeah. But yeah.
Oh, the lady had an actual card reader in her hand.
Yeah. It's not like an actual like thing like the Kent bus we just done.
Any other buses these days usually anyway.
I suppose from here I'll just show some route things while I rate it. At this point was running fully on time, no problems whatsoever, but then of course, knowing us, something had to happen. We've broken down. Which is typical. Oh, there's the driver. They've got the bonnet open, or whatever that's called at the back of the bus, the engine compartment. Engine's back on, which is good. We have moving. So at the end of each of these videos, I will do like a rating thing, so I'm going to rate each company, and when I'm finished, in however many years, I'll see which one's the best. Obviously over the years, say ones that start with Z, they may not be good now, but by the time I get to them, they may be a bit better. So that's the only kind of downside of the way I'm doing it, but oh well. But yeah, so first bus stop. So I've got 5 different like rating things. The first one being fleet size. So basically, what buses do they have, and how many do they have? As you can see, they've got all of these, but most of these are only for their school bus routes. So I'm fairly sure the ones that they only use for the regular passenger routes are just these Enviro 200s you see there. Also this spare ticket machine, because on the way we went to Dartford and I did see this, that was also an Enviro 200. But yeah, so for fleet I would give it, because it has got quite a variety. You've got Enviro 400s, these 4 could be anything. I know one of them's an Enviro 200, but yeah. Yeah, so Enviro 400, you've got more, you've got a Volvo B90L Ride Eclipse Gemini, more 400s, and a G2, Gemini 2, and an Enviro 200s. So, it's alright with the fleet. I'd give it, because they've got, I think, what is it, 27 or 25 vehicles you can see there. So, I mean, it's not the most varied compared to, like, say, I know bigger companies. They might have like Auroras and Enviro 400 MMC, just like very different things. So for fleet, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. So you can see the rest of my thingies. So the next one's comfort. So as you probably heard me say on that Enviro 200 that we was on, it's not the most comfortable, but I suppose then again, you won't be spending too long on it because you don't have like many long routes. So I think their longest route is the 489, which is what we went on, and it's about 55 minutes. So it's okay for that. So, but it's again not great. It's basically just plastic, so I'd give it a 4. For atmosphere, so that's kind of like passengers, like what are they like, what's the driver like, were they nice? For that, actually, is really good. I'd give that, because when we got off the bus, even though it did break down, I'm not going to rate it for that at all. I'm not going to take, that's not going to take anything away from it, purely because that can happen to any bus. So that didn't ruin the atmosphere. Yeah, as we got off, some of the passengers actually waved at us, saying goodbye, which is quite nice. And the driver did also do the same. So I'd say for that one, actually, our first 10. Areas covered, so let's just get rid of that for a second and get back to this. The area that it covers is mainly Dartford and kind of like Gravesend area. Yeah, so for area coverage, it's not excellent, is it? So I'd give it maybe, I'll give it another 4, because it's got a lot of school routes and I think they cover quite a bit, so that increases it a bit. Amount of routes, we can see them here. Get rid of that again. They've got 19 routes. Only 3 of these, by the way, are like regular kind of daytime routes. All the rest are school routes. So all of these except 489, Dart 1 and Dart 2 just there. Apart from that, it's all the school routes. So amount of routes, It depends on if I'd include school routes or not. But for this I will, and I'd say 19 is okay, and okay is a 5. Yes, cat. Yeah, I've decided to add more, like ranking things, because before I just had 5, didn't I? The fleet size, comfort, atmosphere, areas covered, and amount of routes, which I've already done. But I've added 5 more, so we've now got, so then 5, but I'm also going to judge the fares, route frequency, amount of passengers, bus variety, and bus facilities. So obviously, as I rank each one, I'll tell you which is like what it means. So fares should be quite obvious, such as how much the bus cost. It cost, so for 2 child tickets was £6 from Gravesend to Longfield, but I think that's just because part of the £3 cap, so you won't pay more than £3 on one of their buses, which is quite good. So for fares, I'm going to do, should we say 5? Yeah. So there, so 5 out of 10 for fares. Route frequency, it was going to be blurry, but that's fine. So route frequency, so I mean it mainly does just do, as we've already discovered, school routes, which should obviously just one going there, one going back, Monday to Friday. But the one that we got, the 489, so as you can see, so on a Monday, so they do have one school route, which is that one. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can count that one, 5, 6 a day going towards New Ash Green, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going towards Gravesend, with the school one continuing to Denton Fine Garage. I don't know where that is, but somewhere. So that's like that throughout the whole week. On a Saturday though, it's quite different. So there's 4 a day on both. With the first one leaves in Gravesend at 8:50, the last one being 4:50, and the first one leaving New Ash Green is at 9:45, and the last one's at 5:45. So 4 a day, and it has no Sunday service. What about the Dart circular routes? So Monday to Saturday, it's just, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the same as the 489. What about Dart 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so I mean, so obviously that's not very frequent compared to, like, if you've got TfL routes, they're like every 5 minutes on certain routes. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. So let's go 3 out of 10. So amount of passengers, our bus was actually quite full, but it was a small bus, so I'd say maybe a, because it was full for basically the whole way, really. I mean, I'll give it a 5, because if it was like a double decker bus and it was full for the whole way, it'd be a 10, so that's a lot more capacity. But there you go. So bus variety, so this is different to fleet size. Obviously fleet size is just how many buses they have in general. Bus variety is what different buses do they have. So let's bring back bus times, vehicles. So they've got Enviro 400, 200, 400. I think I've already done this on the routes bit, so I already know this will be a 3. Get rid of that. So total for that bus variety is 3 out of 10, because they've got Enviro 400, 200 and Gemini 2s, but that's it. Bus facilities, our bus had no facilities really, apart from an uncomfortable seat. I mean, like, the seat was alright. I don't know if you're, I mean, I don't know, but it didn't have any USB charging, didn't have any screens to say next stop, didn't have an announcement to say next stop. Yeah, it didn't have Wi-Fi, didn't have anything like that. So it's a very basic bus. It's just one of them buses that just gets you to where you want to go, rather than having a nice experience on the way. So for that, I think it's just a 1, because there's really nothing special about it. So I'm now going to do the total, and I'll get back to you when I've done that. Right, so I've had a look, and what I've done, I've just added them all up and divided by 10 to get a total of 4.5 out of 10. So first bus stop, our first company on this very long thing that I'm doing, gets a 4.5 out of 10, which is basically, it's alright. Yeah, so to sum up, I mean, they could do a bit better, but the driver was really good, the passengers were alright, so yeah, atmosphere, amazing. But the actual bus itself, obviously it broke down, but I'm not taking away points for that, because that can happen to any bus, really. But like the bus facilities, again, not greatest, is it? But thank you for watching. The next one will probably be quite a while away of this series anyway, only because we have to go all the way up to Harrogate, and from where I live, that does take about 6 hours to get there. So, I mean, I'll try and find a way we can do that at some point soon. Well, the only way, we just have to leave really early and come back late. But yeah, obviously that'll take a lot of planning, a lot of train tickets to book and all that. And also I've got to make sure that if something goes wrong, there's a way we can still get back home, so that we're not stranded in Harrogate overnight. So yeah, I've got all that to do. And then the next video, well, on this series again, will be of that, Harrogate-ish. But yeah, there'll probably be another video from now till then that won't be about this bus company's thing, it'll just be some random thing. But yeah, thank you for watching.